Belpasso, the Ground Zero Piper, discusses music, history, and philosophy on the streets of Ridgewood, New Jersey.
I'm Philip, Belpasso, and on AOL, I'm Philapolis. It's like Philadelphia, Minneapolis mixed together, and you take out a lot of letters in the middle. Philapolis. Yeah, I got hassled by the police, and it wasn't totally the police's fault. And the darndest thing is that this is a good place to fight it because Godwin, this is really Godwinville, and if you go up and see the monument up there, he was a flute player for George Washington. And then, George Washington and Godwin set up this country as a free speech country, and it's just irony, that it would wind up happening in the place where in Godwinville. I managed to encompass anybody. I've never seen anybody that has a problem with the flute. I think it's a really beautiful sound. It's a hard sound to make. It's a military instrument, really. In the old days, it was the communication device that was the radio. They'd have a song for every move, every motion they would make. They would have a different, attack or retreat, or each encampment. I mean, it was rocket science as far as I'm concerned. This Godwin, when he was playing for George Washington, it was all code. I mean, it was the main. He'd sit there next to George Washington. George Washington, we want one of these, and Godwin would say, okay, and then he would play that song, and then that would be like George Washington's orders would be turned into a song, and then he would play that song, and then all the other people would go to the flute players, the pipers, and they'd go, what does that mean? They go, that means tomorrow morning we're going to be doing this. The position of the universe at the year 2000 will be the basis for the year 1, which we'll use 2000 because we don't want to throw everybody off. Now it's the year 9 years since NASA measured the universe. And that becomes the GPS, global positioning in the calendar. So that's what the literature I hand out for, is to start a year 1 at the millennium based on the calculations that we call GPS.
For Ridgewood Patch, this has been Marshall's Minute.